Right, we're in uncertain times at the moment, and while this coronavirus is sweeping across the world, like me, I've decided to cease working from the office and work from home. Like you may well be working from home, and if you're not yet, you possibly will be in the future. Now, that's going to mean you're going to have a little bit more time on your hands, and I wanted to give you something today with this enforced layoff that you're going to benefit from. Okay, there's two things I want to give you. Is a book, and I also want to give you a masterclass that you can watch in the comfort of your own home. Now, my name's Tony Ashbolt, and I'm the author of this book. It's called Passed On: Information You Need to Pass On for When You've Passed On. Basically, it's a book that is a record of all the information that you know about yourself personally and financially, that if you were no longer here, that information would potentially die with you. And I'll come back to that in a second. In life, unfortunately, we're all going to pass away at some stage. And 1 in 4 people in the United Kingdom this year, in 2020, statistically, will get a mental impairment, an illness that will affect their ability to make decisions. So they may become incapable of making decisions for themselves. And when this happens, if you don't have the right set of instructions in place, decisions will be made for you out of your hands by the state. So what I want to talk about is the 3 set of instructions that you need to have in place ASAP. Right, number 1, first set of instructions is when you're not here is what you want to happen. Is what you want to happen to your stuff, what you want to happen to your family, okay? Number 2 is a set of instructions that says if I'm incapable of making decisions because I have mental impairment or physically I'm too ill to make decisions, I want my family to become my eyes, my ears and my mouth. And number 3, everything I own, I want a set of instructions that dictates exactly where those assets go, who they're going to benefit, and make sure that nobody else does. Okay? So they are the 3 set of instructions that you need to get in place. Unfortunately, 2/3 of everybody in the United Kingdom have no instructions whatsoever. That's 3 sets and you've got none of them. You're watching this, you are probably in the majority. Now the minority, if you're sitting there thinking, that's all right, I've got a set of instructions, it's bad news. 90% of you guys that have a set of instructions are either done poorly or they're designed to help the legal profession make them a ton of money out the back end. Because if you just have a bare set of instructions in place, it just means that when you're no longer here, the law society, the law firms, the solicitors, the lawyers can charge your estate, your family, a ton of cash to get it fixed. That doesn't need to happen. So, what I've got, my book, Passed On, clearly lays out everything that you need to have in order to pass everything to your family in the most efficient way. It lays it out step by step. Okay, it's a record of everything. And I'm giving this away to you for free. There'll be a link below on this where you can get a digital copy sent straight to your inbox today. You can print it out, and it's also what I would call an editable PDF, which means you can store it on your phone, iPad, computer, PC, Apple, and you can overwrite it time and time again, and you can record all the information in it that you need. Right. You can also buy a copy on Amazon if you want to, and there'll be a link for that. And thirdly, the webinar, the masterclass that I've shot. Now we used to run these in village halls. We'd hire a hall and we'd send out loads of invites and everybody would turn up and have a cup of tea in a dusty old musty village hall. and I'd rattle on for 45 minutes, and then people would, it would either be inconvenient for them or this, that and the other, and it's hard to get there, I can't get a babysitter. So what I've done, I've taken the Musty Hall presentation and I've turned it into a 45-minute masterclass shot in my office here. And this 45-minute masterclass, I cover 8 different scenarios for 8 different families. And guess what? Some of that is all about you. And it's about families that fail to plan. It's about not having the set of instructions in place, and it'll explain how not having these instructions in place causes massive problems for family, how it tears families apart, how it can end up with children being taken into care, houses being passed to the wrong parties. So the purpose of this webinar, this masterclass, is to make sure, and I will show you the best ways to protect your family and loved ones, to protect your home, your business, to protect your cash, how to control, quite legally, your inheritance tax, but also importantly probate, which is a real nasty stealth tax that can run into tens of thousands of pounds. I said to you at the beginning about how solicitors like to plan things and lawyers like to plan things, because when they can do probate, they can charge pretty much what they like, right? On an hourly rate. You don't need to do that. If you get my book, we'll explain to you exactly how you control the amount of probate that you pay. So here's what I'm going to do. Go to the masterclass, watch it, right? You've got time now to take advantage. And guess what? If you need help, me and my team are here to support you. We've got a phone line. You can email us, you can private message us. If you need advice or guidance, we're here for you. You have a great day and you take care. Cheers now. Bye-bye.